Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. Guys, we are talking Love is Blind, Season 7, Episodes 7 through 9. And hit that subscribe button. But, guys, what is going to happen with these 6 remaining couples is really, really interesting because when they're in the pods and they propose to each other and say, I do, and I love you, and I want to get married, they think that they know each other so well and it is a match made in heaven. But once they start living their lives and getting to know each other, meeting these parents, talking about finances, religion, sex, all of that, things start to crumble. And I thought that I knew who was going to make it and who was not going to make it. But I keep going back and forth throughout this whole show. And I'm just like, man, I really don't know. There are a few couples that I think are going to make it. But man, we got to talk about everybody, of course. But Steven and Monica and Steven, I don't think they're going to work. But before that, guys, I want to talk about Ashley A. and Tyler. Wow, that is how the end of episode 9 ended. And oh my gosh, Tyler, what are you doing, dude? You have 3 children biologically. You are a sperm donor. These are sperm babies. Now, I understand there may be documents saying that you are not responsible, that you have no ties, but you know these people and you didn't communicate. And you have been knowing this for a long time. And like Ashley said, you have had plenty of times to let her know what the deal is. And for you not to do that, I think it's kind of messed up. And I liked you, Tyler. I did. You know, I liked you. I thought y'all were a good match. And y'all still may be able to work things out. Don't get things twisted, okay? I still think that Tyler and Ashley are going to be able to work some things out. But she does have every right to be upset, to be frustrated, to not know what she wants to do moving forward. You know, if she was just like, hey, right now, I need to take a break. I don't want to get married anymore. I completely understand where she's coming from. And the thing about it is the way that it was presented, because she said, I don't have any pictures. I don't know who is who. At that point in time, she had to ask him what the genders of the children were. He didn't have no documents, nothing. I mean, why would you not just be like, okay, hey, I have 3 biological children. These are their names. This is their age. This is that. Have it all laid out right there. Here go the pictures. This is where they live. Here are the legal documents. Here's this, here's that. So it can just be an easy pill for her to swallow. It's going to be difficult, you know what I'm saying? But hey, if a storm is coming, no matter what, you know, would you rather have an umbrella or no umbrella? A raincoat, no raincoat, rain boots, no rain. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather have shelter, no shelter? No, so he should have just thought that through and he didn't. And that's just bad. That's just not good in my opinion. And also, I thought the interaction that he had with Ashley's father was okay. It wasn't the best. And Ashley's father, I mean, he did look young for his age. You know, I think they made a joke about that. But father of Ashley, it wasn't bad, but there was other engagements with, you know, the parent and the to be on this show, on these episodes, that was much, much better. I'm surprised. I was gonna blurt it out right now, but I'm gonna wait. I'm also thinking about episode 7 when they was at the beach and they were just talking about communication. And she was just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I can do anything with you. And she's like, yeah, we can do anything together and just have a good time. And also in episode 8, they was just talking about kids shaking on it, talking about he would be the one to choose the name of the boy, how they want 2 kids. Well, she wants 2 kids at most. He wanted like 7, and then it came down to 4 and then 3. And she was like, hey, if we have 2 boys, and I'm going to want to try a 3rd time for a girl. And she was like, you know, he was like, I'm not tripping on that. And so I'm just thinking, I mean, they had all of these conversations to discuss these 3 biological sperm baby children that he has, but he just decided not to. And that's just, you know, not a good look. I really want to know how this conversation is going to go. Well, of course I want to know how the conversation is going to go, but I was going to say at the wedding, at the reunion from here on out, and especially from the father. I also can't wait to see what happens next week because we saw the preview, when she tells the other girls, the other contestants, the other people that are in love and Love is Blind on this show, season 7. I can't wait to see what their reactions are going to be as well, because there's just no excuse for this. I mean, it's just not. It's just not. And when he was telling her all the information, he did come at the end and say a nice little play line talking about, I'm gonna keep fighting until you tell me to stop. That was nice right there. That was smooth, and I think it was genuine and all of that right there. So I'm really feeling that. That was, I'll give him some points right there. But he was looking real cold and mean, But you guys let me know what you think down below in that comment section. Hit that subscribe button. Somebody else that I do like right now is Tim. Alex and Tim, Tim and Alex. Now, I did not like Tim in the beginning. He got on my nerves. He was egotistical to me. He just seemed like he was showboating around, had an ego. I didn't like him, saying that he bought the shirt that his ex-girlfriend didn't like just out of spite. He kept doing a thing like, oh, I'm a dog. I got the dog in me. That was just so cringe. I didn't like that either. And also he just seemed a bit emotional earlier too in the past episodes. And him just saying, well, I'm a man and I don't want to be dealing with all this childish stuff right here. And I'm just like, bro, come on, man. People don't go around saying that I'm a real man. A real man don't need to go around saying that. That's just not a good look. So I did not really care for him in this episode or the first 6 episodes, but 7, 8, 9, he started coming around to me. I did like his apartment. It was nice. It was neat. It was clean. He was on better behavior, if I had to be honest with you. I don't know why, but these two do match to me at the very least physically. And he did come across a bit more mature in this episodes than Alex did. Now, we got to see her apartment as well, and it was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. And first impressions are a big thing, but I do like the way he handled it. He didn't just like flip out and be like, oh my God, because I'm going to be honest with you. I am not finna pretend like my apartment has always been just completely clean, spick and span from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? I have had a mess in my apartment before too. I think we all have, but at the same time, it just, she on Netflix television right now. I was kind of getting a laugh out of them sitting on the recliners and him just like, oh, my ancestors, they are loving these couches. They're loving these recliners right now. And they didn't look bad to me. They didn't look bad to me, but Alex did not like the look of the recliners. You guys let me know what you think, but I didn't think they looked too bad. However, the greatest part of episode 8 was when Tim met the parents, when he met the family. That was beautiful. He knocked that out of the park. I hope so, but we're going to see. But it looks like they're just going to hit the ground running as far as him being able to come into the family and being accepted by all parties. And I don't think that's her mother. I think that's Alex's stepmother. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Of course, that was her dad and 2 younger brothers. But starting off the scene, we got Tim out there cooking these steaks. He cooks steaks, he cooks chicken wings and some other vegetables or carbs. I'm not exactly sure. And so he comes in and he puts the food down. I like how he went over and shook everybody's hand. He was very well spoken, articulated his words, expressed himself with confidence, with wisdom, with passion. I loved it. It couldn't have been any more perfect. And then he said, hey, I want to talk to the daddy alone, and then read the letter that he read to Alex in the pod to him that was addressed to him. Man, I was like, I'm Team Tim over here right now. This dude is winning. I hope this is genuine. I hope this is pure and this is not just phony baloney, because at the same time, while all this does look good, people do know how to put their best foot forward in front of the parents. We just do. And at the same time, I mean, most people have good to decent social skills, you're always going to impress the first time around, and because I can't wait to talk about it, because there's somebody else that just surprised me as well that is really winning me over, because I did not like them really throughout the whole show. But it was the end of episode 9 to I was like, wait a minute, am my team this person out? It's coming, guys, it's coming. But Tim knocked it out the park with the family, and I absolutely love that. We did not get to see Tim's family yet. We saw in the previews that we're going to meet them next episode, and things don't seem like they're going the best right now from the previews, but we're going to see. They do all this magical editing to make you think this and make you think that. But, I really am, feeling what Tim and Alex was dishing out their energy in this episode right here. That was just really good. And that was a good part where they led up, because they also talked about the little hiccup they had and the way that episode 7 started. They were beefing. They were not getting along. They were still on vacation. And I do like the fact that Tim was able to drive across the bridge on the four-wheeler with such confidence, because I would have had to pause for a second, like, oh, okay, let's inspect this real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared, but he went over there like a champ, like a superhero, like I got this. And so that's just a good look right there. But she was asking him to come back to the room, like, baby, are you going to come back tonight? I think the bridge is a restoring healing factor in our relationship. And he was like, a bridge to new heights or new beginnings or something like that. It was cool. That was a nice little sentimental moment. But apparently, she said something, or they just had a fallout and it just didn't work out. He was like, oh, I'm out of here. Because earlier she was like, oh my God, I thought he was going to leave the show, leave the whole experiment. And I don't even have his number because they didn't have social media or their phones at this time, none of their devices. And so I wasn't sure how they were going to end up at the very beginning of episode 7. I have more confidence in episode 8 and 9, but then that preview again does give me some pause. So we're just going to have to see. I have all the confidence in the world between Garrett and Taylor and Garrett. I do like them. I love the fact that she was able to meet his family. And it was a nice family. All the families in this episode and these episodes were nice. I really did appreciate that. And it just, to be honest with you, it's kind of just shocking how open they are to being on camera and just having America, or the world, come into their lives like this. Because all of the contestants, they signed up for this, but the parents necessarily didn't. Some parents want to show up, some parents don't. I completely understand if they don't. No, I don't want you in my house with all these cameras. Mind you, we did end up meeting Nick D's parents, but that wasn't to the very end, because when we first ran into him at the beginning of episode 8, he was just outside the house, and we got to see his basement and a little bit, and his parents wasn't there. And so maybe it was a scheduling conflict. Maybe that's the way they wanted to do it on purpose. I was just kind of thinking, okay, that's the parents meeting the producers in the middle. We will be on the show, but we don't want to show our face, but you can show our home and something like that. But we ended up meeting them at the very end, so never mind. But Garrett and Taylor and Garrett, I really do like them. And she was really, passionate about, hey, thank you for not rushing. And I just kind of wanted to wait until we took our relationship to the next level, because I don't think they had sex yet. They may have, I don't think they have. And she just kind of want to chill and wait and all that. And that's fine. That's cool. Of course, I like the fact that we are not only seeing all of these people when they're done up, powdered up, makeup on, lighting and all that, but, we see them right before they're about to go to bed and right in the morning, when they're waking up, when they don't have on any makeup, just like, I woke up like this. I like all that. And, I have no issues with Taylor and Garrett right now. We got to see, again, Garrett's parents and their whole family, and the mom was like really just sinking in on Taylor, like, oh God, you better not screw over my son. I love my boy. We got to see the home of Taylor, and we also got to see Taylor's friends at the end. And they said that she looked like the heart emojis, and I love it. So shout out to Taylor and Garrett. I hope they make it. I have all the confidence in the world. We'll see. It looked kind of rocky in that next preview for the next batch of episodes, because they bringing the other people back from the pod and like some little flirting going on and all that, some stuff that's inappropriate, but we're gonna see. But I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. Now we gotta talk about Hannah and Nick D and Hannah. And Hannah is okay. She was really getting on my nerve episode 7 and 8, the way that she was talking to Nick. It was really frustrating me. Now, I didn't think they was gonna make it. I didn't. I just thought that as far as responsibility, like, I'm not trying to judge Nick. Okay, he's 28 years old and he's still living at home with his parents. His parents pay us a ton of his bills. Hey, whatever, dude. Everybody lives a different life. But when you get to a certain age, it is just in your best interest to learn how to do a number of things on your own like this, because it just naturally creates more maturity and responsibility in yourself and knowing how to survive and just get stuff done. Now, it seemed like Hannah was ridiculing him and criticizing him because he did not know how to put up a TV mount or mount a TV on a wall. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know how to mount a TV on the wall either. I've never had to do that before, but I've hung up a ton of things, but that shouldn't matter to anybody. What should matter, in my opinion, whether he can get it done or not. What I mean by that is Nick D may not know how to mount a TV on a wall, but one, does he have the ability to learn, the capability to learn, and is he willing to? Okay, great. Or two, is he able to just get it done? Like, okay, we need to mount the TV on the wall. He look up somebody on the internet or call somebody and like, hey, I want to pay you to come mount the TV on the wall, and it gets done. That's the only thing that should matter. At first, I did not think that she understood that. At the very end of episode 9, she did say that to his parents. And I was like, oh my gosh, this woman has some common sense. I think I like her right now, because she was just being a prudent asshole at first, but she just came out of nowhere like, here's the real me right here in this nice little flower dress with red and pink roses as I give salt and pepper shakers to the parents. But I'm jumping too far ahead. But earlier than that, I still was not blaming Hannah, because they was just talking about bills, and she was like, look, I'm not gonna move into your basement, which of course not. You're gonna move into the house with me. And they was talking about stocks and investing and 401k, and she was much more mature in those areas than he was. I think she said that she has been out on her own since she was 18. He is 28, and he's a real estate agent, and still lives in the basement with his parents. And again, there's so many different scenarios and circumstances that put people in the position they are in their lives, and I ain't judging nobody. But at the same time, you do need to learn how to do some stuff. I said that. But another thing that I did not like Hannah for was when she was giving him a hard time about the pasta. Now, okay, I get it. Nick, you don't know how to boil water? Damn. He was like, what temperature? Damn. It's, there's still some stuff that I don't know how to do. We ain't gonna talk about it here, but I was just like, damn, she was like, just set it to a boil. She was still, even though he knows how to do that, and that is not a good look, she was still kind of an asshole. She was still kind of a jerk about it, because she could have been like, she just could have joked about it, like, damn, Nick, you don't know how to boil no water. Okay, this is how you do it, babe. And just show him one time, and y'all have a great moment together. And you would have instilled a lot of confidence in him. And like, okay, this is great. She likes when I cook. I am going to cook more for her. And guess what? He would do it without her asking. That's what she wants, right? She was talking about, yeah, I feel like if I ask you to take out the trash, you'll take out the trash, or you'll do this or you do that, but only if I ask. I just want you to do it without me asking. Just do it when you see it needs to get done. And I agree with her, yes. That is the mindset that you should just have. Nobody should just be able to say, I always have to say, hey, can you take out the trash for the trash to be taken out? It should just be taken out. But at the same time, you could have handled that better, Hannah, and made a joking moment and then taught him how to do it without the stick up your butt. And then that, again, that would have been like, you know what? Okay, I want to do this more. But, it was just a missed opportunity, in my opinion. But, she did kind of make it up towards the end. But I see both sides here, because it really wasn't a good look that, he wasn't paying his bills, still living there with his folks at that age, trash, not knowing how to, boil water and all that. And also the interaction that he had with the brother, that was, I like that. They seemed like they was very accepting of each other. And Hannah was being a jerk too, just, punching, throwing jabs and hooks and all of that. I'm just like, Hannah, why are you doing this? Why are you being a douche? Like, chill, But when she left, I did like the conversation that Nick D did have with the brother. That was cool. But Hannah still is a lot, because when Nick met her parents and her family, Nick D handled himself well. Hannah's parents are real, real cool. Both the mom, the dad, and little brother. So I don't know where Hannah got all this from, but, she was all rough. And even like Hannah's mom was just like, are you serious, girl? And, like, why are you acting like this? And I just don't understand where Hannah got her personality, because her family seems dope as hell. They seem like they like Nick a lot. They just seem real cool. And Hannah just seems like she just pokes the bear a lot just for the hell of it. And I wasn't feeling that. But like I said, at the end, Hannah did come through. Wow. She came through with the parents, giving them gifts and just conversing with them, letting them know who she was. It was a completely new Hannah that I've never seen before. And I'm just like, okay, wow, I like you now, Hannah. You are putting your best foot forward right now. So Tim and Hannah right now are winning with the parents. Taylor is not winning with the parents right now. And, Garrett and Taylor, she's doing okay. But Hannah and Tim are winning with the parents right now. You guys let me know what you think. But now we got to talk about Ramsey's and Marissa and Ramsey's. And what the hell is going on here? Everything was working out so well, but now Ramsey's is tripping about sex and wearing condoms. Like, is it that serious, bro? Like, okay, duh. We all know that sex without a condom feels much better. I don't think anybody in the whole history of the human civilization has been like, oh, I would like to wear a condom instead of raw docking it. It just feels so much better. That's nonsense. It does not make any sense. But dude, seriously? There are no other options. I mean, they have all different types of condoms and other type of sensitivity devices and lubricants and all of that I'm sure you can find in some local store. But get the thinner version, and you're acting like she wants to do this for life. Like, really? It's just, okay, first of all, y'all about to get married in 3 weeks. You can't have, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. At the most, you're gonna have to do this for is a few years. And that is if she does not go on birth control. Now, I think Marissa is 31 years old, and I am not an expert on this, and I'm not trying to school her, a woman, or any other woman out there on the body and conception and all of that. But don't they have different types of birth control to where it is safer on the woman? I mean, I'm not an expert, but I think that's pretty common knowledge. And the reason why I say that is she just seemed really ironclad, like, no birth control is an option at all. I'm like, don't they got different I mean, I know that it can, affect a woman's body, but I was just under the impression that they have different types and, because I've heard women talk about this before. But maybe y'all can let me know something in the comment section. I would really, really appreciate it. So, but I understand her position. But Ramsey's, come on, man. You just not wanting to put on a condom, man? This really doesn't add up. Of course, we don't want to be doing the pullout game. That's not responsible. It's not responsible. And again, I don't find anything wrong with unprotected sex as long as there's communication, everybody gets tested, and you're fine with the consequences. Because one thing that she did say is she is fine with the consequences of getting pregnant. That is not an issue for her. It may be for him, but they did talk about how they didn't want to have kids till another 3 to 5 years from now. So we're going to have to see, but that was interesting. Another thing that we got to talk about is her being in the military. And I got to say, I'm not mad at Marissa and her friends for being proud of their service and supporting the troops. I get it. But at the same time, I completely understand where Ramsey is coming from because he's not American. I mean, he an American citizen now, but he wasn't born in America. He was born in Venezuela. And so he has a completely different worldview of the American government and the military. And a lot of people that sign up in the military in the United States, they don't know what they're signing up for. Or even if they do know what they're signing up for, they have no control. But that was just part of Ramsey's argument, just like, well, hey, whether you know or you don't, you still made a decision as an adult, and you should have been responsible in that decision. And you may or may not have been. And again, I understand where he's coming from. And he was trying to meet them halfway, just like, okay, that's in your past, but will you join the military today, now? I don't know if this will work. And that's one of the things is all these things that are coming out right now about sex with condoms, military and going back into the service, sperm babies. A lot of this, in my opinion, should have been a discussion in the pods, and it wasn't. And I'm just like, why don't y'all talk about this? I could be wrong, but I'm just like, what's going on here? I will say that one interaction I did like is the interaction with Ramsey's and Marissa's family. That was nice right there. And I really did like the mom. And I understand where the mom is coming from. And I don't blame her for wanting a prenup either. The only problem I have with the mom, Marissa's mom, is, and I mean, it's not a big deal, but it kind of just grinded my gears, is she was not really making eye contact with Ramsey's when Marissa stepped away, and she was like, I want a prenup and I don't care what y'all do as long as you make my daughter happy, just don't F over my girl. And then she's just, passionate in that moment, which is understandable. But I just kept saying to myself when I was watching, like, man, will you look at this man? Will you make eye contact? But I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. But it was interesting. She was like, I don't believe in forever. You guys can get married, but I think that it will end eventually. And I was just like, damn, that's just a crazy way to look at things or relationship. Because I think she said she was married twice. I mean, I know of course, she was married once, but when she was explaining her family, I think she says their father and their stepfather. So I think that she may have been married twice, but she doesn't believe in forever. But she does like Ramsey's, and Ramsey's likes her. And I'm glad that Ramsey's was like, hey, I'm cool with the prenup. Now, later on, when Ramsey's and Marissa was talking about sex, he brought it up like he wasn't a fan of it anymore. And I was like, wait a minute, what's the switch up right here? But what was also interesting to me was when Marissa was stepped away from the table and Ramsey's was talking to the family, they was talking to Ramsey's, it seemed like it ended well. Like, okay, hey, I love your daughter. I'm not gonna F her over. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna protect her, all of that. I'll get the prenup. Seemed like that was cool. But then when Marissa came back, she the one with all the bad energy, like, hey, did you give him your blessing, Mom? Are you gonna get a prenup? I will decide these things. And I understand, but I was thinking to myself, like, wow, they done already agreed upon this right here. Just say yes and move on and enjoy the meal, and you guys is in company and all that. So I don't know. We'll see. I think that they're gonna make it. So right now, I think that Garrett and Taylor is gonna make it. Ashley and Tyler, Ramsey's and Marissa. Well, maybe everybody. Except, no, they are not going to make it. Monica and Steven. Steven and Monica. Ooh, man. So I got to say, in episode 7, Monica's attractive. She's cute. But she is annoying. Like, baby, you said you was going to give me some flowers, okay? And my love language is gifts, okay? And I just want to feel special. And I'm just like, Steven was over there about to cry. He was about to cry. She was calling him out. She's like, are you about to cry? Other tears coming out of your eyes? And he was like, oh my God, what did I get into? Oh man, I felt sorry for him, but I didn't at the same time. And he was like, I'm having second thoughts. She was like, wait a minute. You knew what you were signing up for. Come on, that we was going to be together and we had all these opportunities. Like, yeah. Steven over there like, oh God. I'm just like, wow, this is just really uncomfortable. And we only in episode 7. Like, what the hell is going on here? But she was annoying. Now, I did kind of feel her, though, that same night when they were on the beach or at the pool and the fireworks was going off. However, the way that she communicated was whack as hell. It was childish and it was petty. Like, she came back, oh my God, that was so romantic. Oh my God, it was so romantic at the fireworks and all the couples over there, they're together. Yeah. I was like, man. You know what? I'm like, all right, man, I'm out, y'all. I'm finna go see who else is on the beach over here. No. You couldn't be like, when everything was chilled. I understand her being upset and frustrated about it. I get it. It was a Kodak moment that Steven messed up on and dropped the ball. He should have been like, hold on, let me go over here. Because it did look, all the other couples was out there, or at least half of them. But she could have came back and was just like, hey, babe, it really would have been nice if I could have been here watching the fireworks. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss out on that, babe. Give me next time. Or it's just something like that. Or at least the first part of what I just said. But she's like, oh my God, that was so romantic. Walking around, I'm just like, oh, this is annoying. And he did try to come save the day, brought her some sparkling water and all of that right there, But what kind of dialogue conversation was he having? And you just got to understand what position that we're in right now, because we got the spotlight on us. So that's just going to give us a whole bunch of attention and energy that we're not used to getting. And then we're going to be tempted by all of these offers. And there's just going to be women that's going to be like, look, I don't care what your situation is. I just want to suck your dick right now. Like, what? What are you talking about? She left. She bounced talking about, I got to go get a French fry. Poor Taylor. She just sitting there just like, guys, I'm the only one over here. You got me talking to the crazy man. I've heard random women sucking dick. Like Steven, and even the thing about it is, everything that he said was true. It just is. We got an example of that in the last batch of episodes where Hannah and Nick D were on the beach and he was talking about riding ducks. When people, any reality TV show, when people see cameras, they're gonna want to get on camera. They're gonna put the people that are on the show on a pedestal, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I was da. We all know that. So anything that Steven was saying right now was not wrong. It was valid, but dude, there's a time and a place. And the way that you can deliver things, and that was just not it. That was just an epic fail, bomb failure. Like, geez Louise. So that wasn't good at all. But then, man, you going to sleep tests and you texting other women and all, and you talk, oh, I deleted the text message. You got caught. You got caught red-handed. And I wish the show would kind of show us more of what happened instead of just cutting in to like the aftermath. Like, I want to see the whole conversation, you know what I'm saying, all the juicy stuff. And I feel like that's just being left out a little bit. You know, I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but I do want to see it. And he doesn't seem like he's sorry at all. He just seems like he's sorry that he got caught because he wasn't that apologetic. He wasn't that remorseful. He's just like, I know I messed up, so I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to give you space. Oh, no. He's not over here like, baby, I'm so sorry. I love you. I want to be with you. Please forgive me. I messed up. He's like, I'm gone. I'm bouncing. So you know, this dude, this relationship is over. It is not happening between Monica and Steven and Monica. And he's wrong for that. He is wrong for that. It seemed like he was lying the whole time. Oh, I don't remember what I said. I just wanted to delete the text message because it was so bad and I didn't want to look at it either anymore myself. I'm like, come on, man. That is just super duper whack right there. And so I don't think that Monica and Steven are going to make it. It is unfortunate, but I think Steven bit off a little bit more than he can chew. So I have confidence in Garrett and Taylor. I have confidence in Marissa and Ramsey's. Tim and Alex, so-so. Tyler and Ashley, so-so. Nick and Hannah, yeah. And Steven and Monica, no. Steven and Monica, no. But I'm having fun with this, guys. You let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Who is going to make it? Who is going to get married? Who is going to live happily ever after? Let me know down in the comment section below. What was your favorite part of the episodes? Who are your favorite characters? Who is your favorite couple? Let me know. I probably will be going live for episodes 7 through 9 this Saturday, maybe about 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. CST, most likely, but I will keep you posted. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, share the video. Thank you so much. But before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.